Cooking videos, ads, documentaries, music videos, real estate, short films, drama, brand content, and lots more. Are you already creating with AI? Or do you want to start? Do you need a community to push you, inspire you, and hold you accountable? AI Filmmakers Network is where African creators learn, grow, get trained, showcase their work, and connect with brands looking for creators like you. Join AFN today. It's completely free. What if your brand looked like this, and this, and this? From food to fashion, health to hospitality, tech to film. Whatever your industry, AI Filmmakers Network has creators ready to make content that stops the scroll. Send us your brief. We match you with the perfect creator. 48-hour response. Official AI Filmmakers Network at gmail.com. Your content handled.
You will not carry a son in your womb, but you will carry a king on your back.
My sister went to her. After 3 years of nothing, now she has 2 sons.
I have come for what was promised to every woman. Come back when you are ready to ask a different question.
The Oba received something from his diviners. Some nonsense about a market woman protecting one of the princes against him.
Cooking videos, ads, documentaries, music videos, real estate, short films, drama, brand content, and lots more. Are you already creating with AI? Or do you want to start? Do you need a community to push you, inspire you, and hold you accountable? AI Filmmakers Network is where African creators learn, grow, get trained, showcase their work, and connect with brands looking for creators like you. Join AFN today. It's completely free.
You will not carry a son in your womb, but you will carry a king on your back.
My sister went to her. After 3 years of nothing, now she has 2 sons.
I have come for what was promised to every woman. Come back when you are ready to ask a different question.
The Oba received something from his diviners. Some nonsense about the market woman protecting one of the princes against him.
What if your brand looked like this, and this, and this? From food to fashion, health to hospitality, tech to film, whatever your industry, AI Filmmakers Network has creators ready to make content that stops the scroll. Send us your brief. We match you with the perfect creator. 48-hour response. Official AI Filmmakers Network at gmail.com. Your content handled.
I hope you enjoyed the show yesterday. Yesterday was a banger, yes. Let me put it that way. Yes, yesterday it was really hot and we had our showcase yesterday, and today is even going to be better. So today we're going to have we have a lot of good a very good program on ground for us today. I hope everyone can hear me. So if you weren't online yesterday, you actually missed. But then, not to worry, today we're going to have very interesting discussions. So we're actually going to be inviting our first keynote speaker, Miss Excel Mayer. So Miss Excel Mayer is from South Africa. She's a senior legal consultant and forensic investigation professional. So we are happy to have her on ground to tell us more about the concept of AI in storytelling in relation to the unimagined, which is our theme for this event. So a big shout out to Miss Estelle Meyer. So we'll be bringing Miss Estelle Meyer to the front so that she'll tell us more about the AI story. She'll tell us more about AI storytelling in relation to the unimagined. So can we have a shout out for Miss Estelle Meyer and any other person who was here yesterday? Keep keep the chat busy. So we're seeing your chats and we are following. So keep the chat busy. We are going to have a very good time today. We have a lot to learn. We'll be having two speakers today. And also we'll be learning how to monetize our skills. We'll be diving deep into that. We have a second speaker on our list who will also be telling us about how to monetize our skills as creators. So for now, can we all keep typing on the... Yes, I can see your chats. Thank you so much. Thank you all. Thank you all for being here. We appreciate you all. We appreciate everyone. Thank you. Thank you. I can see African Bay. Thank you, Morenike. Thanks for showing up. Rose, wonderful. We can see you. Danny Mix Stories. We see you and we appreciate you all. Thank you so much. I hope you all saw the movies yesterday. And today we are also going to be having our show, the announcement of the winners of yesterday's movies that were streamed yesterday. So we are really excited. We are going to have a very exciting time today. So we are actually looking out for who will this winner be. So these winners, I mean, who will they be? So we are actually it's going to be it was a really tough contest, I must say. And the winners will be crowned today. They'll get their awards today. So let's keep our eyes on the screen. Let's keep our eyes on our minds here on the show so that we will not have to miss anything at all. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you.
Can you see me?
Yes, we can hear you, Miss Estelle. You're welcome.
Thank
ma'am.
you. Thank you. Can you see? But can you see me?
Yes, we can hear you clearly.
Okay, because I was on the computer and I couldn't get in, so I've now gone to my phone. So I'm sorry if it's a bit wiggly and not stable. I apologize for that. There was some problem with the link. So I will use this. So I apologize beforehand. Before I start as well, I want to congratulate everybody that's been involved in this project from the beginning. I've been at first observing from the side for a long time, and I saw this wonderful project come into being, and I got so excited because I started watching the videos, and I saw the people develop, and I keep on telling people about this amazing project that's in Nigeria, and how it just, I cannot believe the art and the creativity and the stories that comes out of that. And maybe something that is not to do. Sorry, I'm a lawyer. I'm here to talk a little bit about law, but something that I picked up in a line in some of the stories, which I think is very important, is trauma, is emotional trauma that we as children go through. And in some of the movies, in some of the little movies that I saw that trauma, and it was deeply moving to me. And I thought, what a wonderful way to get to the point where we can't, the people we cannot reach, and there's so much talent. So I really want to applaud you. I'm impressed. You're professional. You're on time. There's all the things that I do in my check boxes before I work with someone. You just met them and surpass them every single time. So well done. To all those of you who worked hard on your videos, I saw the critique you got. Not all was nice. It's hard to get that, but you still carried on. So well done to you as well. From my side, I'm the boring part. I'm the one that creatives don't like, but that you run to when you have problems. So we're at a situation where artificial intelligence is developing at an immense speed, and law usually develops much slower than anything else. And because we are in Africa, they tend not to really care about what we think. We just sort of have to follow what the rest of the world say we have to. I don't agree with that. Definitely not. So I've been thinking about, how do we solve this IP thing? How do we solve our AI? How do we protect our creativity, that it's not stolen and used where we don't? And I have a different view of the world these days than I did previously. And I thought, well, you know what? The people that create, I don't have a lot of time, so you must tell me when I must stop. The people that create, in my opinion, is the people that must make the rules. So if I can give you any advice, is get together, have round tables, sit down, say, how do you want your AI to be protected? How do you want your country? How do you want Africa? How do you want the world to protect this AI? Not how they want to, how you want them to protect it. You draft the document, you take the document to government, and you tell them, draft that legislation, because that is what we want. And that is not a weird concept, and that is not something that you're not allowed to do. In terms of the government systems, you are allowed to do it. And unless you take it into your own hands and start writing principles and policies and what you want to protect and how you want to protect it and how you want it to be developed, somebody's going to grab it from you. And you will sit back and say, someone stole our stuff. So what I want to say to you today is, I am a lawyer. I'm a corporate lawyer. I've been working in Africa for the past 20 years. I help businesses develop, invest in Africa. I live in South Africa, but I've lived in most of the African other countries as well. I help business, as I say, invest. I do a lot with IP nowadays. It becomes more and more important because we have a really huge lack of IP protection in Africa, and it's extremely expensive, and that's another thing that needs to be adjusted. So the sooner that we jump on it, the sooner we can say, listen, we need to protect our creators. Another thing that bugs me is that someone with huge amount of talent that sits somewhere in a village, somewhere far, is so talented, but that does not have the data to make a video on their phone. I think it's time that the cell phone company should come to the table and say, listen, if you've reached a certain amount or a certain level of showing that you are willing, or your contributions or your attendance or whatever, we will give you X amount of data for free to help us, to help Africa develop AI, to become the AI continent of the world. And there's no reason, because what I've seen from this short time is more than impressive. It's just blowing my mind. We must just be careful, protect your stuff, make sure you can give my details if anyone wants to talk to me. I'm also part of a consulting group, AMC, in Nigeria, where we train, mentor. You will talk to Love, just the clever one after me. She's the one that puts all this together. I'm just the lawyer that complains all the time because about compliance and things and drives her crazy. She's the clever one. Please develop your business. Remember, this is your business. This is not just something in your head. It's your IP, it's your business. As you would have sold something to someone else, the same rules apply. Don't give your stuff away for free. Protect it, guard it, make it your business. If you see someone that needs help, help. And if you want to reach out to us, please do. If you want to reach out to me, you can put my contact details there. I am more than willing to help you where I can. And I'm grateful to be able to speak to you here. I feel humbled with all your talent. I'm not talented. I'm the least talented person on the group, but I'm talking to you. But at least I can give you some advice on how to protect it. So at any time. Thank you very much. Any questions? I don't know if you at the end or you ask now, what is the policy? Am I still there? Am I gone?
Yes, you're still here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yeah.
Okay, yes. So we will entertain a few questions.
Yes.
Then, yes, a few questions. Then we can move on to the next our masterclass speaker. Just a few questions.
I was only given 10 minutes. You can give me 10 hours. I can carry on for 10 hours. Given 10 minutes.
No, we can entertain a few questions just for 2 minutes.
Yes.
Just for 2 minutes. Okay. Does anyone have any questions for Estelle? You can type your questions. I hope you can see the questions, ma'am.
I can only see it's time for Africa. Hello, everyone. We can see you. I'm going to go down. Sorry, I must go down. Hi. Yeah. Hi. Okay. Hello. I just see welcoming. I don't see any questions. Okay. I can't see on the screen. Can you read it to me, maybe?
Yes, I can see the write-ups. It doesn't look like there's a question.
Okay.
There's no question.
Is there anyone, maybe you can just give me a thumbs up. Is there anyone that feels unsure about their IP in AI? Just like a little thumb up or something like that. Are you feeling that your work is safe? Or if it's not, if you feel unsafe, that your work will be stolen easily, let me say it that way. Just a thumbs up.
Okay. Yeah, I hope everyone can hear us. Does anybody feel like they're okay? Someone just sent the question. Yes.
This is exactly what I was talking about. Is how do you protect your intellectual property? Well, firstly, always you have to make sure that your name is at the bottom. I like a watermark, but the problem that we have with intellectual property, you get copyright, which is not that difficult because you can just register. It's not that expensive when you put a little C. But when it gets to intellectual property, it gets difficult because they've given it an average on recent studies have shown about 4 to 6 months. It takes someone longest time to copy an idea. For you to protect your IP at this moment is very, very difficult. And that's why I'm saying the law is so far behind. What you really have to do if you want to protect intellectual property, you have to go to a lawyer that goes through a process, which is a cost. And then that becomes your intellectual property. That becomes yours. But then again, it's not for the world, it's just for that country. So in effect, the law is so far behind that if you want to protect your IP, you have to go to every single country and do it there. So there's such a huge gap in protecting what we do. That's why I am pushing for creators to say, let's go to the table and let's say, hey, We need to change this. We cannot just have register our IP here, have it being so expensive that we cannot afford it, and then have it here and then next minute it's in Europe and we can't see it. So there's certain things I would always say to you, make sure you have a watermark on that they know it's yours. That's at least one way to protect it. I know it can be removed, but make sure it's there. The laws, always put the laws behind, and it's expensive. So people have to get to the table. You have to get the people that is not the creators that hates this, that hates sitting around the table and make the law, have to sit and say, how would I like my picture to be protected? And then you write your document, and then you go to government. You say, we want this as a law to protect our IP and not be as expensive that someone that lives under a certain amount cannot afford to pay it. They must make it open for people to use. And this is a point where we now.
Okay.
Okay, what do you think the future of AI in Africa is? I think it's huge. I've got one huge concern with. I think it's fantastic. I use AI as sort of a personal assistant, which I actually shout at when it irritates me. My concern with AI, and I'll be very, very honest with you, is please never let AI take over your brain capacity. Never let AI become your imagination. You have your brain capacity, then you use AI to fill it on, or to help you structure, or to help you draw that picture. Don't replace your brain with AI. There's a huge future. It's not going to go away. AI won't be able to do human things, but it can make you really dumb because it can take away strategic thinking. So use your brain as much as you can, and then at the final stage, or maybe at the beginning stage, here, which way do you think I need to go? Okay, one of the two, take three, and then work through it without looking at AI. Draw your pictures without looking at AI. Think about your storyline without using AI. Then you can use AI. So the future is used. The future for movies, the future for education, the future for selling products, for everything. But the one thing that the AI will never have, it will never be a human. So remember that, never lose the humanity. I'm just afraid my one really serious fear, and it's very easy to do that because I've also been lazy some days and just said, quickly do this for me. And then I said, you still have to go through it, please. Because AI is I want to tell you this about AI. If I can have 1 more minute, please. AI is based on data that's been input right through the world. Now, there's a lack of data about Africa in AI because not everybody has computers, not everybody uses computers at the same spaces or area as the rest of the world. So there's a gap, and there's a huge run to get the information from Africa that they can feed AI. I don't have a problem with it. I have a problem with it when it's misused. So just be careful. Use it for your benefit. Don't let it do your tasks. Let it help you. It is an admin. I use it honestly as a PA, and I really shout at it. I really fight with it sometimes, but I will not let it think for me because that day, remember, strategic thinking, analytic thinking, creative thinking, that's what makes you. You were made before AI was. AI just helped you put what you had in your head on a screen. That's all. That's all it is. It's just a tool. Don't make it your brain.
Thank you. Thank you, Miss Estelle. We appreciate all the advice you have given us. We appreciate all that all that you have actually given us from the point of view of a lawyer. We actually didn't see that coming. For instance, I never knew that an IP address that I use around here can actually be seen somewhere far away. And I picked a few things from there.
Okay, remember when I talk about IP, I talk about your intellectual property also. Yeah, hey, that means your IP is your intellectual property, your brain.
Oh,
It's your
okay.
brain, not your IP like your VP. You see your computer, guys.
Yes, yes,
That is your intellectual
yes,
property. I've got a very good
yes.
question
I
here.
understand that.
It says, does this mean that the watermark we use for our videos best protect our film now aside going to a lawyer? It's always better to go to a lawyer, but I will definitely put a watermark on. It's always, but to go to a good lawyer that understands intellectual property. You can't go to any
Yes,
lawyer because you know this. They're just going to charge you a huge amount of money, and they're going to give you the wrong information. Huge watermarks, they can remove it. That's the problem. So you have to have that legal background. If you deal with someone, if you have a client, please. So can I just say this, please? ChatGTP does not make you a lawyer. So as ChatGTP does not make me an artist, ChatGTP does not make you a lawyer. Do not draft your contract with ChatGTP and think you've protected your IP, please. They use American systems. They don't use yours. They don't even have all the Nigerian concepts, all the concepts of the world. You will not be protected. So go to use your country or someone that understands your country's legal system and your IP. But you have to speak up. You have to speak up to protect your, because I can tell you AI is not protected.
yeah.
It's not. It's not as it should be, not closely.
Okay, we understand. Okay, now you said something about creators coming together to talk about how to protect our intellectual properties. It's something that should be done, actually. Thank
No.
you. Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Thank you for
I
coming
hope you
over.
do it. I
We
hope you do.
appreciate you. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you so much for inviting me. It's been a pleasure and an
Yeah,
honor.
yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, ma'am.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. The next speaker coming up now.
Yes, the next speaker will be coming up soon, but then we have to take a short commercial before we bring up our next speaker, who happens to be Miss Love Uduma, and she is going to be taking us on.
Cooking videos, ads, documentaries, music videos, real estate, short films, drama, brand content, and lots more. Are you already creating with AI? Or do you want to start? Do you need a community to push you, inspire you, and hold you accountable? AI Filmmakers Network is where African creators learn, grow, get trained, showcase their work, and connect with brands looking for creators like you. Join AFN today. It's completely free.
You will not carry a son in your womb, but you will carry a king on your back.
My sister went to her. After 3 years of nothing, now she has 2 sons.
I have come for what was promised to every woman. Come back when you are ready to ask a different question.
The Oba received something from his diviners. Some nonsense about a market woman protecting one of the princes against him.
What if your brand looked like this, and this, and this? From food to fashion, health to hospitality, tech to film. Whatever your industry, AI Filmmakers Network has creators ready to make content that stops the scroll. Send us your brief. We match you with the perfect creator. 48-hour response. Official AI Filmmakers Network at gmail.com. Your content handled.
Hi everyone, we're back again. So now we're going on to the next chapter of the program. We're having a masterclass, and we have someone very important in our midst. So we're introducing Miss Love Uduma. Miss Love Uduma is the CEO of Auxilion Max Company, and she's a licensed national business development services provider with an extensive experience supporting SMEs, creatives, and innovation-driven ventures across Africa. So she'll be talking to us on a journey into turning creative intelligence into value. In other words, she'll be dissecting for us how we can be able to make money off of our skills, the skills that we have acquired as creators, film creators. So thank you for gracing our occasion, our event, Miss Love. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you so much for coming. So the floor is open for you, man.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me. This is a fantastic event, I must say. I've also been following the conversation in the WhatsApp community, and I won't say I'm overwhelmed, I will say I'm excited to see more creatives joining the trend. In as much as, yes, there is the worry that creatives will depend too much on AI, but instead, I like what this community is doing. They're using it as a tool, not exactly using it to create the entire content or the concept behind the content, which is fantastic. So I'm here to do what I love to do best. I'm here to talk about business. How do you generate income from what you love to do, and how what you love to do can match with something that provides value for other people. You know, how do you spot the value that what you do has for others? So let's go back, let's go back to the very beginning. Before you even joined the community, when you saw the concept or you saw the advert, what was the first thought that came to your mind? Was it, oh, let's have some fun? I want to try this thing, it's fun. Or was it, I see the potential here, and if XYZ, if I can use this platform, if I can use these AI tools to do XYZ, then I know this Mr. A, Mr. B, or Mr. C, or these companies that would love to pay for this product. What exactly was in your head? This is going to be a very interactive session. I will not be talking to myself. I'm talking to you guys, and I really want you to answer me, in your own way. What went through your head when you came across the AI Filmmakers Network, you came across SAB Studios, what they were doing, what went through your head? Then that's the first question. Please respond in the chat. I would read through that. The second question is this. From the different perspective of the AI filmmaking, what is your area of strength? So there is a storytelling, right? The entire storytelling process that happens. You start with the concept. Let's pick a girl named BC. So the AI film that you're creating is about a character, and something happened to that character. The character went through a journey, and all this is going to be first written as a script before it then moves into adaptation, production. And in the course of production, there is some sound, the voice acting goes into it and all that. So in all this space, what is your area of strength? Is it the voice acting? Is it the script writing? Is it the actual design, using the AI tools to create the entire scenario? What is your strength? That is also going to be something that is very helpful for you. So first, you've picked the concept, what took you to SAB Studios. The second, you've picked your strengths, your area of focus. The third, you will now go back, add these two things together. What took you there and your area of strength, and you continue to develop in that line. You get a product out of it. Then we're going to the fourth step. Who are the people that can pay for this product that you're taking to the market, that you're preparing? So I like to tell creatives that come to me, for instance, I have a writer that has a book of folk tales, right? She came to me, oh, she wants to send this book to the market. She wants to take it to stores. She wants to get it into schools, you know. So I started asking her some questions. Who is your target audience? The age grade, who is going to consume this thing that you have produced? So sometimes people use characters, animation to create content, thinking that everything that is animated is for children to consume. And that is wrong. You know, it's wrong because there's a lot of animated content out there that's actually for adult consumption, not for children. So even if you're doing something animated, you have to keep in mind the child's development process, the kind of words and scenes and scenarios that they are going to be encountering in your work. That's also very important. So remember, now you want to sell this product to somebody who in their audience, for instance, okay, let's pick Dangote. You want to sell this animation that you have done, this film to Dangote to support for any of his products. Which of his particular products would you want him to use this for? Because he has food, he has cement, and he has so much. You begin to, this process is called profiling. You begin to profile the audience that is going to consume that product. You begin to profile the product itself for the market. So you can best tell anybody that you meet, myself, anybody that you meet, you can tell them, this is the audience that is going to best be able to consume this product. And then this is how much, because you're going to think of what are they already consuming that is similar to what you're doing, right? How much are they paying for that? So let me become more layman terms. Already, people are running adverts, you know, people are doing jingles. They're creating short dramas to promote content, products, sorry. They're creating content to promote products. And now you can use AI to create content that can promote those products. So how do you get these organizations, these brands to take you serious? One, you think of the products, the kind of products that they have, the target audience that is most likely to consume that product. For instance, baby food, Maggi, milk, Milo, you know, beverages, tissue paper, sanitary pads, you know, you think of the kind of people. So it's not just about the product anymore, but the kind of people that would use that product. So let's talk about the sanitary pad. Product product usually takes a lot of time because people don't know how to value that product. They know they have something amazing, but how do they take it to the market? How do they make it valuable for other people to pick it up? That is usually the challenge. So let's take sanitary pad. You are able, through the AI Filmmakers Network, you're now able to create films, you know, product, and you can design a content that would be applied or sent to a company. For instance, always, you know, for their sanitary pad promotion, you want them to pay you for this work. So you need to understand their target audience, who is buying their sanitary pad, you know, and the best people that would most likely want to watch this advert and buy something from you. So older women already know what sanitary pad is, right? They shouldn't really be your target audience. The people you want to target are the younger ones that are just getting to know about, oh, this is what a period is. You would want to also target new mothers because there is a category of sanitary pad that is for them, right? So you need to understand not just that, oh, I want to take this to this company, let them pay for this content. No, or let them pay me for my services to create content for them. No, you need to know how to break it down, understand their target audience that would want to buy that product, and then you then design the strategy around your film, you know, to be able to sell it to them. So I'm going to now go to the next, which is price. And I hinted at it before. So for your price, how do you price your work? You take a look at what others are doing in your space, right? For some that are already, they're not already using AI for content, but you want to introduce it to them that, oh, you're going to use AI to create this. How would you price it? Look at the alternative of what they're already doing. Maybe they're spending a budget of 500 or 1 million to create with human beings, right, to create jingles and ads, and then think of how long it would take them to do that. So you can send a proposal to say, okay, it takes you XYZ to do this. I can charge you 30% less to do this, and you can get how many content, you know how often you can generate your content. You say, okay, I can give you. So that one, the stress of waiting so long, you've reduced that. Then also the stress of, oh, this is how expensive this thing is, you've also reduced that for them. So I think with this few points, you've picked the product, the price, the market, you're able to analyze the market, and then how you value it, how you look at it. Not just the price. The price is what you give to people to pay for your product. The value of your product is not the price of your product. I hope you're aware of this. Okay, so if you want to speak with me more about this, you can reach out to me. So I want to go back and say thank you very much to Estelle. She came before me. She's part of my team with AMC. She's a really brilliant woman. When she says that she's not talented, I always laugh because she's very, very talented. I've read a story she wrote. It was really good. So I'm mentioning her because what she said about IP is very key. In everything that you are doing, you need to learn how to protect your IP. And I'm going to put those two things together. One, your talent. Two, your intellectual property. So this thing that you have, it looks, oh, because it's so easy. And that's the trap. That's the trap a lot of people fall into. What you are talented, with, or your talent is usually something that it comes so easily for you to do that you don't take it serious. You don't take it as, oh, this is something that could be a business for me, until maybe much later in life and you begin to regret it. So I'll give you a personal story about myself and how I could have made about $1 million. Yeah, I could have made about $1 million and I lost the opportunity. This is it. So I like to write, and sometime in 2010, I came across a platform called Wattpad. Some of you might already know it, WATTPAD, where you can write, upload your stories, people come and read it, right? So on that platform, I created an account and I would write stories there. So I had friends, and one of my friends wasn't feeling too well one day. She has a medical condition and she forgot her meds at home. So it's more of like a psychological thing. So to calm her down and ease her tension, I started a funny story online. So she would go and read that, and all of us were laughing and joking, and it suited the purpose for what I intended it for that time. So I forgot about that story. There are comments in the section. Do you have questions for me? I can't really see the screen. Oh, sorry, I can't really see. It's really tiny because I'm using my phone. So I'll go to your questions. I'll try and go to your questions and read everything. I'll be brief with the story. So I forgot about that story I wrote on that platform. Until 2017, I received an email from another competing platform. They saw that my story was doing very well. It had gotten almost 1 million reads, and they wanted me to migrate my story to their platform. They were willing to pay me for that. So my story was on this other free platform, Wattpad, where I wasn't making any money. And these other people told me that I should, come bring it over to their platform. Hello. Hello. Okay. Okay. So I first of all probably think it was a scam. I did not take it serious, and the amount of money. Okay. 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 So let me take a pause from my story and answer this question. First, I was curious to learn how to turn stories into film and how to make money from it. My strength is writing my stories. So, okay, okay. So somebody is asking how she can do that. If your strength is writing stories, then why don't you get a team to attach, you attach yourself to a team. In that team, you could be the script writer. And it's the same thing that could happen with, a film studio, a publishing house. There are many people that need that person that has the original voice. Not many people can do that. So a lot of the time, I'm sure you guys have seen a lot of the same generic content, they will just use AI, draft a story and put it out there. So it's getting very easy to spot when the story was written with AI. So even if the film is going to be created with AI, it would be good that a human being, was the originator of that story. It gives it a fresh taste, different from what is normally out there. I wanted to broaden my knowledge and what I can create stories and film out of my ideas and also explore all opportunities AI has to offer. That is fantastic. It is really fantastic. And I'm sure by now you must really have broadened your knowledge with this network. So let me round up my story. When I received that email, I didn't take it serious and I let it go. That was 2017. The offer was they were going to pay me about $1 for each chapter I put there. I had about 50 chapters. And this is from 2017 to now. That's how many years? This is 2026. 26 minus 17. That should be 9. 9 years, right? Good. So in 9 years, $1 a day for 9 years, how much is that? How much is that? And then I had other incentives I would have gotten, right? So my lesson in this is to younger ones coming up is this. There are opportunities out there. Not everything is a scam. Your creative content, the talents that you have, you need to sit down and look at it. Okay, what I can do with it, how I can get it out there, what kind of companies will be willing to pay for what I have. If you remember, I said between your value, and then there's the price. So there are two different things, right? Your value, you shouldn't negotiate your value. Know your value. This is my worth. The price people are willing to pay for what you have, that is the price. That is the value they are willing to pay for it. But your own worth, your own value is not the price of your product. I'm bringing this back because for instance, the lady that just asked about how she can make money from her storytelling, there's something called royalties. So you as a storyteller, as a story writer, for everybody that is creating content using your story, yes, you can collect a bit of the amount from them that this is how much they will pay. That's fine. But the rest of how much they would pay, why don't you convert it to royalties? So for everything that they use your story to do, they have to pay you. They have to pay you. So you can go and learn the lessons from Michael Jackson. He was one of the best people I know that really weaponized royalties. Even way after he has passed, his children are still benefiting from these things, the steps that he took, those plans that he made. And this is something that you have it in your hands right now. You're very gifted. So please don't waste these opportunities now. Somebody's asking another question. As a folktale AI storyteller, how can I attract brands to my content? You have, oh my goodness, you have so many ways that you can do this. Okay. So what kind of brand is the first question? You always need to know who you want to attract to your content so that you now know the best strategy to use. Remember, I talked about always, for instance, I talked about always, talked about sanitary pad. So because you are an AI folkteller, AI folktale storyteller, you can use animal characters, you can use graphic depictions, of that, like for instance, let's say a rabbit or a cat, a kitten, the way they like to do now, has a period for the first time and she doesn't know what it is, right? So her mom now tells her a story about how the whole world began and something that happened, and now a woman now has to have periods. Whatever the case may be, you find something catchy, attractive. For the fact that you're even using folk tales, it makes the whole, it makes the limits, it's just so huge, so wide. You have no end to what you can do with that space with AI, right? And especially with folktales. So there's something else that happens with folktales. People like to see animal stories. I think we've been conditioned in Africa. We like to see tortoise and the hare, and the dog and the spider. We like to see all those kind of things. And I think also because we have pets, so we like to think, maybe this is how our pets are thinking and interacting. So it's something that is good. So one, pick the brand that you want to write stories for, you want to create animation for, and then you now know the best products that the brand has that can fit into this. Remember, their target audience. What do they want their target audience to do when they see that advert? Keep it in mind so that once the person watches it, that is what they are most likely going to do. That is what would be attractive to your brands that you want to work with. Okay, I have a question. Please, how can I tag the right price to my talent? Okay, so for talent, let's say you're a newbie, you just started writing, you should be truthful to yourself, right? You should be truthful to yourself that I still have a long way to go. I just started writing. So the more chances that I have, well, talent is the first step. Someone is asking if talent is really enough. Talent is the first step. If you're not coordinated, it's just going to be wasted all over the place. So I'm going back to this other person that says, how do I know how to value my talent? You, first of all, you have to be truthful to yourself. You know that you are not, you just have the beginning of something, right? You need to still dig in deep enough, explore it deep enough. And in knowing or actualizing yourself, the first thing is experiencing. So how do you gain experience to mature? I think that's the word, to mature your talent. You need to take jobs, even if they're going to pay you prices that are below your value. You need to take those kind of jobs. It will do some things for you. One, it will help you to explore what the clients want, what the market wants. Two, it will help build your portfolio. So the more you take these jobs, the better your talent improves, then you can now start charging more. You can now start charging more. And some people might not like this, but I'll say it. Try to get jobs on international platforms. It's not easy. So the more you try to get this job on an international platform, the better you will improve yourself, because you will see the criteria. You need to have this, you need to do that, right? So the more you keep trying to do these things, the more you develop yourself, the more you mature your talent. I think there's another question here. Wasn't working. I had to. Okay, I lost that one. My first time, someone asked me to do a 30-minute AI video for a company in the US. I was so excited when I told the guy 30K. He agreed. I was so happy. A few weeks down the line, I was stuck the tools. Well, okay, so I think you've learned your lesson from this. Someone gave you a job, you tell them you will get back to them. You are excited for this opportunity to do this, but you will get back to them. You need to analyze the scope of the work. Keep these words in mind, scope of the work, product requirement document. Keep them in mind. So that means you will go and you will check, these are the things. In fact, you would confirm with the guy. Are these the things you really want me to do? Is this the scope of this work? Once they confirm yes, then you now know, oh, these are the tools you need to do X, Y, Z. You list it down for yourself. So this document is a reference document. Even if tomorrow they change it up and say, no, we told you to do X, Y, Z. You say, oh, this is the document we agreed on. And everything you said was listed here. That will really help you so that next time you won't fall into this pit again. Okay, so I think we really covered a lot today. I had the thoughts to do a slide presentation. I said no, because a lot of you would probably relate more with, a one-on-one kind of approach. And I think it was a good choice. I had a slide prepared, but I think this was a good choice. If you have any other questions, I think my time is almost up. If you have any other questions, thank you. If you have any other questions, you can send them to SAB Studios. And I think SAB Studios can give my email so that you can always, the scope of work, you can always reach back to me. So keep these words in mind: scope of work, product requirement document, talent assessments, royalties, says was, royalties. Make sure that you can request for it so that you're not stuck. I have a question. I saw you write up somewhere. If you don't add human touch to AI content you're creating, your page will be demonetized. Well, I'm not sure. It depends on the platform they're talking about. I'm not sure, but it's always a good thing to have a human touch to it. That's what I was saying before. So that's not the generic AI stuff out there. We keep in mind, AI it's still computer based. It can make a mistake. But when you're able to write your own script, it's something that very few people out there can copy. It makes you stand out. Okay. So I was listing some things, doing a recap. One, for your valuation, your what. This, you list out, these are my hobbies, these are my talents, this is what I want to develop. Then these are the kind of companies in this industry, these are the kind of brands, these are the kind of products. We list those things out, start working on those. Then when you have jobs, your product requirement document. What does this product require for me to do? Document it. So that can go under a scope of work. Then for you to also own your IP so that tomorrow, whatever you develop as your asset, nobody comes to drag it with you. So when you are doing that product requirement document, what are the steps from idea to monetization? Too many steps. So once you own, I will send a document to SAB Studios, the team behind the AI Film Festival. So I'll send a document to them. They can share with the community. It's like a guideline. If you want more information, then you can reach out to my email. It's part of the business consultancy services that we offer. If you want us to actually walk through it, and also to the point of distribution. So let me go back to what I was saying with the documentation. So for your IP, remember what Estelle said, for your IP, you have to document things. In that scope of work, you have to be clarified with the person that, okay, who does the IP belong to? Because it's now my human mind that is creating this thing for you. So does the IP belong to me or does it belong to you? So at that point, that person would know that, okay, this person is like, they know what they are talking about. And you can actually negotiate a better deal for yourself. So if they were going to pay you 30,000 before, because you're asking the question about IP now, it can now go up to 50,000, 70,000, maybe even 1 million, depending on what the situation is, because they might not want you to come back and claim that you own that IP. However, there are some people that are still okay with you, even if you can claim that you did this work so that it's in your portfolio, but you no longer receive royalties or have any relationship with that work. There are some people that will say they don't want you to even have any relationship with the work, to even claim that you did that work at all. That's called ghostwriting for those that are storytellers, right? They will pay you upfront for this work. You cannot mention that you did it. You see your work out there tomorrow under somebody else's name, and you cannot say anything about that. So you also need to know exactly what kind of deals you are going into, especially because you are creative artists, even if you're using AI. All right. So what are the implications or challenges of adopting an existing story? Well, plagiarism, number one, it's better for you to come up with your own concept. If you cannot, within the same community, the same network, that's why it's a network, you'll be able to see people that actually write. I think you saw what somebody else mentioned before, that she is a story writer. So that kind of person, you work with them, they'll give you a very fresh concept. Or why don't you become intentional? Like the person asking, how does it go from idea to monetization? So for the very first idea, since you know you want to monetize, why don't you get the brand, the company that you want to sell it to, and then you design something based on that brand or for that company or for that school or for that season. Maybe it's Christmas season, whatever you want to do or how you want to sell it to, maybe school children. So that is what you create for, so that by the time it goes to market, it hits exactly the way that you intended. So someone is asking me about royalties. Royalties, there are different forms, different ways that you can manage this. It's not like a one size fits all. And for the different industries, for instance, the publishing industry, like the writing, then the music industry, right? There are different ways that they calculate it, different metrics behind it. It's something that you would need to, I cannot speak broadly about it. You need to sit down with me or Estelle one-on-one, and we understand exactly what aspect of it we'll deal with. It's like talking about, what is agriculture? It's so broad, sorry. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I need to get water to drink.
Cooking videos, ads, documentaries, music videos, real estate, short films, drama, brand content, and lots more. Are you already creating with AI? Or do you want to start? Do you need a community to push you, inspire you, and hold you accountable? AI Filmmakers Network is where African creators learn, grow, get trained, showcase their work, and connect with brands looking for creators like you. Join AFN today. It's completely free.
You will not carry a son in your womb, but you will carry a king on your back.
My sister went to her. After 3 years of nothing, now she has 2 sons.
I have come for what was promised to every woman. Come back when you are ready to ask a different question.
The Oba received something from his diviners. Some nonsense about a market woman protecting one of the princes against him.
What if your brand looked like this, and this, and this? From food to fashion, health to hospitality, tech to film. Whatever your industry, AI Filmmakers Network has creators ready to make content that stops the scroll. Send us your brief. We match you with the perfect creator. 48-hour response. Official AI Filmmakers Network at gmail.com. Your content handled.
Hello, everyone. Hi, our panelists, Evarere Ufoma and Miss Chialuka Bartholomew. You're both welcome to the panel discussion session. Um, we are going to start right now. We have a few questions for both of you as the winners. Sorry, as the panelists for today's event. So we will be starting off with Mr. Ibarere. I hope I pronounced your name very well this time around. I hope I
Very
pronounced.
well, very well, very
Okay,
well.
okay. So we'll be starting off with you. So we go
Yeah.
with the first question, Mr. Ibarere. In your experience, what parts of African identity are most at risk being misinterpreted or diluted when stories are created with AI tools?
Okay, greetings everyone here gathered. In my little experience as first of all as an artist and now an AI creator, our core values, our I call them our identities, are being our oral tradition are being misrepresented actually, because there's so much. How do you interpret our languages? AI these days, because of the Western data set, it has not been tuned to understand fully our tradition, our rich tradition, our beliefs system. So we need to, because I see it as from experience, I see it as when the results they get, it tends to be generic. It's not as rich as, which of course is authentic. So a lot is being misrepresented because of the Western set data of this AI. That's the way I see it from my experience.
Okay. Okay, what you
I
were
hope you
trying
got
to.
it.
Yes, can you hear me? Yes, we got that.
Hello?
Can you
Can
hear
you hear
me?
me?
Yes. Yes. We can hear you. I hope everybody can hear me.
Hello?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Ofoma. We were able to hear you clearly. We could hear you clearly. Can you hear me? Okay, so
Hello? Can you hear me?
yes.
We
The
can
next
hear you.
question. Okay.
The
So
next, okay.
okay. The next question goes to Miss Chialuka Bartholomew. And the question goes, how can African AI filmmakers maintain ownership and
Network is
authenticity in a global tech space largely built outside of the continent?
Okay. Thank you very much, Thank you very much for having me. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Okay, based on the question, I will say that AI is just a tool. We've all been hearing it, right? And so, can you hear me?
Yes, we can, clearly.
Okay, so AI is just a tool. And the earlier we understand that, the better for us. So I do not think that AI can take the place of our story. Okay, and so we have to own our own narrative. We have to own our own story. So the fact that the tools are not ours does not mean we cannot own our narratives, that we cannot change the narrative the Western world have heard about us all this while. We all know we are all Africans, and we've understood that for a very long time, this stereotype has been ongoing about Africans. Okay, so we have to use AI just as a tool and not allowing it to tell our own story. We have to use it the way we want it. So whether or not they are ours, we can still use it to achieve our goal. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. And so that's how I want we Africans to perceive these tools. They're basically tools. So over the years, there has been these stories, single stories about Africa. Now, let me tell you, I don't know if you have experienced it in your creation. If you want to prompt something like a beautiful girl walking in an African street, right? And prompting a beautiful girl walking probably in an American street. They're almost two prompts, right? Now, when that of African comes out, it comes out with a girl walking in a dirty, tattered, unkept place. I don't know if you get it. That has been the narrative they've painted Africa over the years. And so my own, if I want to prompt my tool, I want to give it the prompt that it should give me an African girl walking in a beautiful African street. So we are not just people that do not have any good thing out of us, any good place. It has been their mindset. And so like Ms. Ufoma just said, these are data sets that have been fed to these tools. So it's better for us to learn how to start using these tools to create our stories the way we want. All right. So when I get that kind of output, I know what I want. African streets, all African streets are not dating. All African streets are not unkept. These are the stories they have. And so it's our own time now to repaint that narrative, recreate that story using these tools. So whether or not they are our own, we have that capability to use it to tell our story the way we want.
Exactly. That's correct. Yeah. Hello.
Network is really.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so sorry. Yes, we had power outage, so it's a normal thing here. So
Yes.
my internet had to go off and I came back up. So sorry about that. Sorry about that. So okay. I think probably Mr. Ufoma had the same issue. So but then we are going to have one question to you, Chaluka Bumio. How do you balance commercial viability and cultural integrity when producing AI films about Africa?
Okay. Thank you for that question. Now we know due to the things we've been fed over the years, it's all in our head that when we create our own African films that nobody will watch, that nobody will find it interesting. But that's basically a lie. That's basically a lie. From my life experience and other people's stories I've heard, people globally, they know how to reward authenticity. So if your work is very authentic as an African, you are not copying anybody. You are not doing what is perceived to be bad. Okay, I think if you have your work very, very authentic, people will watch. People will want to listen to what you are saying. All right. So it is authenticity for me. Our work should be authentic enough to be consumed. It's not about whether we are Africans, whether the stories are cultural or not. I tell you, Western people, they cherish our culture. So the thing we have to do is just to start that conditioning of our mind to come to the point to believe, to start believing in ourselves. You know, there is this saying that if you don't know who you are, somebody else will tell you who you are not. And over the years, you start answering that name because you don't really know who you are. So if you want to start free as Africans, want to be better in our creation, we have to first of all believe in ourselves, believe in what we can do, believe that our culture is diverse, ever evolving, and very rich at that. Okay, so it has to be with a change of mindset. First of all, let's come out clean, come out correct, be proud enough to showcase, put out what we have to the global space. You'll be quite amazed how people are going to perceive it. All right, we have so many stories to tell, and our stories are very authentic and rich at that. So we have to start believing in ourselves. That's what I'm going to say answer to that question, because if we believe in ourselves, we'll be so confident and proud enough to put out our what we have, bring our best feet forward, all right, and put our content there. People, the global world is going to listen to us. It's just ourselves, right, trying to tell our story. All those stories they've told all these years, let's come correct, right, and tell the people who we really are. That's one thing I love about this AI. There are some things I create ordinarily. They would have been ideas for God knows how long. But with the invention of AI, you see that I can bring all those ideas to life. I can be able to sit down and create what I want to create. And when you put that stuff, you'll be very glad that you did. All right. So we have a lot of stories to tell as Africans. And what I've learned over the years is to be a proud African, to be proud of what I have, so that somebody else will not wake up one day and start telling me who I'm not. I have to go that extra mile to, first of all, understand ourselves. Who are we as Africans? Okay? When you know that, you will know how to incorporate that into all your creations. Definitely the world will buy from us.
Exactly. Exactly. That's a fact. Yes, I could pick a few things from what you said. If you don't know who you are, then someone else will tell you who you are. They will give you a version of yourself that you actually are not.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's a good one. That's a good one. So we need to tell our stories just as they are, not someone else telling our stories for us. So we believe in ourselves as Africans and we tell our stories. Thank you so much, Chaluka. We appreciate that. Okay, so the next question goes to Mr. Evarere. How do you decide which cultural elements should be preserved authentically and which can be reimagined for modern or global audiences? Hello? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, you're
Hello, can you
audible.
hear
I can
me?
hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. Mr.
Can you hear
Ofoma,
me? The
I was
network is
referring the question to you and you were
fluctuating. I can't really
describing.
pick your question here.
Okay, I'll go again. Okay. So the second question to you is,
Network.
how do you decide which cultural elements should be preserved authentically and which should be reimagined in modern
If you
or
can hear
global?
me,
Yes, I can hear you clearly. Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me, Chalka?
Yes, his network
Hello.
is very. I can hear you. I can hear you, Chika.
Okay.
It's from his end.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll
hello.
move. Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you. We can hear you. Okay, so I think Mr. Former's internet is actually um, fluctuating. So
Yeah.
let's throw the next question again to Mr. Chialuka until Mr. Ofoma is back fully. His internet is back fully.
Hello.
Um, if your internet is back, Mr. Ofoma, please can you let us know, indicate so that we can continue with you as well. Can you hear us? Okay. The next question to you is,
Yes, I can. You are audible.
okay,
No,
thank you
no,
so
no, no.
much. Thank you for that. So the next question is to you, Ms. Chaluka. Do you feel pressure to create content that fits global expectations of African stories? How do you push back against that using AI?
Okay, like I said in my last question, right? I don't really feel that pressure. Okay, I don't really feel that pressure because I've understood. There is one of these videos, Chimamanda videos I watched. I don't know if you listen to that TED talk, The Dangers of a Single Story. So I listened to that video and it helped me to shape my mindset about we the black people. There is this single story they've had about us all this one. So we'll go ahead doing ourselves a discredit if we keep helping them to do that. And so I had a mind shift after watching that video that those were the single story they told about us because they didn't really know us well. And so it's now left for us to do the needful. All right. You know, that's how somebody will say something about you and do they were done intentionally. It has been a conditioning over the years. It has been a conditioning over the years. All right. So it has made most of us Africans not to find our feet till today. And so the earlier we start waking up for ourselves, standing up for ourselves, the better for us. Okay. So we have to know who we are, believe in ourselves, because self-belief is one thing that can take you miles ahead of others. Self-belief. So let's start from somewhere. If you have not really sat down to think about who you are as an African and how you can build your self-confidence as an African, right? I think the time is now because we are moving to places in the future that we will come to sit side by side with these people who have done this damage over the years. And if you are still the same person, it will not all go well with you in that space, but eventually where you see yourself one day with them. And so it is very, very important, right? Thank God for this time of AI. You can be your own creator. We are all creators. You sit down, an idea hits you, you just run with it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't feel pressured trying to be who I'm not. No, I don't feel pressured in any way because I've overcome it.
Yeah.
It wasn't a journey of a single day. It
Yes.
was what I did intentionally. And all of us can do that as well as
Yes.
Africans. You get it? Yes. Do that take it intentionally, one step at a time. It will help you because it's all our prayer. That's why we are working hard. We will go global someday. And you going global, not being your real self, is going to be a problem.
Exactly.
And so I use AI to show who I am, while creating myself, and also show what we are capable of. The fact we are African doesn't mean we are dumb. We are not dumb, and we cannot be dumb. Of course, we have high flyers everywhere who are Africans doing well in various fields. Do you get it? So
Yes.
that is that. The earlier you get to start building your self confidence, self belief, for yourself, because nobody will do that for you. Start
Exactly.
doing that for yourself as an African. It will help you even outside our creation as create filmmakers. It will help you generally in the other spheres of life.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. There's a lot of weight in that response that you just gave now. So like it speaks volume to the kind of confidence you have as a creator and also as an African. So
Yeah.
you made mention of you mentioned something about um being authentic initially, and also you said something
Yeah.
um about believing in yourself, which is very, very
Self
important. If you believe in yourself, of course, you can't be a push around. So
yeah.
you can't let other people determine what you you can't let other people determine what you churn out as someone who is original. So as
Yeah.
an original, someone who presents something that is original, you must always have confidence in yourself in order to be continue to be original. So that's actually a strong one. Thank you so much, Miss Chialuka.
Okay.
So let's see if Mr. Evarere will take the next question. Mr. Evarere, are you there? Can you hear us? Okay. Mr. Ivorere is actually not here. So we take just one more question. One more question, and that would be it. So we take one more question and that will be it. So the next question we have for you, Miss Bartholomew, is can you share a project where AI helped you tell a story that would have been impossible or too expensive using traditional filmmaking methods?
Okay. All right. Um, as a creator, I run this project on YouTube, my YouTube channel that I built, the Sparkling Kiss TV. That project was born out of my passion to help the society, because I'm someone that is particular about well-being, right? We all have children, they go out, right? You try as a parent to inculcate values into your kids, and eventually they go out and they learn something that is strange, totally strange from your family values, from your beliefs, because of the people they mingle with. All right. And so if you can believe with me that the moral standard in this our present society is dwindling by the day.
Yeah.
And so that's on that project, the Sparkling Kids TV, as a way I could um help kids in Africa and globally. It's not basically for Africa. I'm building a global brand to help kids. All right. That has been a dream. It has been an idea over the years. Okay. Now, without this AI automation, I don't think even till today I will start that channel, because I don't know where I'll get the technical know-how, the finances to push through. But with AI, I can sit from the comfort of my zone of my home, and I'll start creating what I have in my mind. All right. Trying to, I know that so many kids have been transformed watching those videos. A lot of kids, we are still starting out, and hopefully it's going to transform a lot of children, because that's the primary mission of that YouTube channel. So yes, that YouTube project is one of the projects I have that I wouldn't have done anything without the use of AI.
Exactly. Yeah. By the way, everyone, Miss Chialuka has a channel, Sparkling Kids channel on YouTube, and it's a very good one where children go to learn. So I understand the angle you're coming from, where you said something like, if you don't teach your children values from home, they will go outside and pick some from other people whom you don't even know about. You don't know what kind of values they are picking up. So you actually thought about it and you decided to start that channel so as to teach children good values. And you're doing a good job, I must say. You're doing a good job.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for putting out such quality work out there for children to follow.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So it looks like there are questions that we may have to respond to. It looks like okay. So it's actually time for us to move on to other things. The questions they are actually not questions. Sometimes I go very pissed asking the AI if he's crazy. What are you doing? Okay. So and that was from Danny Mix. So
Yeah.
where we are actually coming to a close of the panel discussions because right now Mr. Varere is not around available to respond to some of the questions that we have for him. So we need to move on to the next thing on our agenda. So before then, we would have to go for a break. We'll have to go for a commercial break, and then we come back for the next part of our show. So thank you so much.
Cooking videos, ads, documentaries, music videos, real estate, short films, drama, brand content, and lots more. Are you already creating with AI? Or do you want to start? Do you need a community to push you, inspire you, and hold you accountable? AI Filmmakers Network is where African creators learn, grow, get trained, showcase their work, and connect with brands looking for creators like you. Join AFN today. It's completely free.
You will not carry a son in your womb, but you will carry a king on your back. My sister went to her. After 3 years of nothing, now she has 2 sons. I have come for what was promised to every woman. Come back when you are ready to ask a different question.
The Oba received something from his diviners. Some nonsense about the market woman protecting one of the princes against him.
What What if your brand looked like this, and this, and this? From food to fashion, health to hospitality, tech to film. Whatever your industry, AI Filmmakers Network has creators ready to make content that stops the scroll. Send us your brief. We match you with the perfect creator. 48-hour response. Official AI Filmmakers Network at gmail.com. Your content handled.
Hello, everyone. We're back again. So after the commercials, so we thank the our panelists for coming on and taking up those questions, those very interesting questions, and answering them, clearing the air. So now we're coming to a very interesting part of the show. So this part of the show is very interesting. I'm sure everyone is looking up, has been looking up to this. So this is when we announce the winners of the creations of yesterday's showcase, of yesterday's premiere, movie premiere. So we are going to be inviting over our founder, the founder of AFN and AAIIFF, no other person but Sab. We call her Sab. We formerly call her Sab, and this person is Miss Sandra Adeyeye Bello. So we welcome Miss Sandra Adeyeye Bello Sab to take it up from now, and she'll be showing us the movies which won the awards for um, this event. So let's keep watching. Get your popcorn ready and your drinks ready. We are going to the most interesting part of this event. So everyone, get ready for Miss Sandra Adeyeye Bello, fondly called Sab. Hi everyone. I hope you're there. I hope you're waiting. I hope you're looking forward to this. Yes. So we will be welcoming Sab. Sab has been the pillar of AFN, the founder and pillar of AFN, yes. So we welcome her right now to give us a brief on the winners of the present event. You'll be amazed.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for your patience. I kindly confirm if you can see me. Please confirm if you can see me.
No, we can't.
I've been preparing for this all along. Okay, so I do not know why I cannot see me. Okay. All right, so you guys, I don't know why I cannot see me on my screen, but I have prepared for this all day. Oh my goodness. Yesterday this
Hi
happened and
again.
today again. Okay, well, the show must go on. Kindly confirm if you can hear me, you guys. Um, please confirm
Yes, we can hear
if you can
you.
hear me at least, because I do not
Yes.
know why I am not visible. The show must go on. We just have to keep, moving. You guys know that we have to keep moving. So if my camera refuses to come on, we would have to speak. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Chika. Thank you so much, dear host. We had amazing turn up for African AI International Film Festival, April 2026 edition. You guys, you have been amazing. You have been amazing. So I want to say thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to everybody. Thank you for showing up, for putting in the time, the effort, everything. It's been amazing doing this with you. Every one of you, every one of you, every one of you, you've been amazing. I want to say thank you to our supporters. Thank you to everyone who showed up. So I'm going to be mentioning some names. I will try as much as possible to cover as many names as I can. But please, even if I miss your name right now, please know that there is a lot of tension right now. Of course, I wanted to get my face out here, but I cannot. So yeah, and that is just one of the things, one of the glitches, internet issues, a lot of issues behind the scene. But the show must go on, you guys, and I hope you were all entertained. Were you entertained? Were you entertained? Please let me know in the comment section. Were you entertained? Did you watch the films that were made yesterday? Did you see those films? So if you missed those films, see, I want to tell you that you missed a lot. If you missed those films, you missed a lot. Go and catch up. The replay is right now on this channel. If you missed a lot, if you missed those films, God, you missed a lot. Okay, but not to worry. If you're a filmmaker, if you're a creator, you have an opportunity to also join us for two more festivals before 2026 is over. Yes, there is the July festival that is coming up, and there is also the one for October as well. October is physical. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna put up the screen for our July festival. So you can see this here. You can begin to submit your films for the July edition of African AI International Film Festival. You guys, can you see this on your screen? As you can see, yes, we are ready. So this is the theme for the July festival, you guys. The theme is unchained, and of course, as you know, we expect you to go overboard. We want to see your interpretation of what unchained means. Okay, so I'll take this opportunity to slow down a bit and run through, who we are and what we are all about for those who are probably just encountering us for the very first time. Okay, so for those who do not know, my name is Sandra Adeyeye Bello, popularly known as Sab. Call me Sab. I'm the founder and creative director of Sab Studios NG and also the community founder for AI Filmmakers Network and the festival director for African AI International Film Festival, which you are experiencing the very second edition in April. We had a very beautiful experience in January, that is the maiden edition. And right now, this brings us to the close of the April edition of African AI International Film Festival, popularly known as AAIIFF. Yes, so this is going to be coming up regularly as you begin to anticipate this. So AI, generative AI, we're talking about generative artificial intelligence, which means we're talking about text to speech, text to image, image to video, sounds, everything. You know, it's basically translating your idea into visuals, audio visuals. Okay, so this is what we are all about. It is here to stay. And just like all of our speakers have said, it is a tool. And one of the things that we all know about tools is that it creates change. The speaker from yesterday told us about when the first photograph was created. You know, initially you would have painters, you know, paint a full portrait of, like, probably take the whole day to paint a full family's portrait. And then photography came along. And then now we are living in a space, in a digital space, where you can even generate an image of yourself and have a full photo shoot without stepping into a studio. This evolution, this is here to stay. And one of the things that we're doing with AAIFF is to say, hey, we know that the times are changing and we are knowing it. We are not pretending that this is not happening. We are riding the waves. We are riding the waves. Yes, we are here for time. We were prepared for this, ignoring this change. So yes, I welcome you to engage every creator that you have seen their works, everyone who you have seen participate in this particular event. Hey, they are the network you need to be keeping right now, because see, your network determines your net worth. So whoever is actually on it right now, guys, you should already imagine what the next 10, 15 years will be like. So get involved in the circle. Get involved in the circle. Get involved in that circle, okay? The circle of the people who are movers and shakers right now. The circle of the people who are adapting and adopting these tools for their daily work. We're not saying outsource your brain. We're not saying, hey, don't think. No, we're saying think faster, think smarter, right? And how can you do that? You guys, we're no longer in the era of hard work. We're in the era of smart work. And if the tools that we currently have can help you to access and make your work faster or smarter, won't you jump on it? So that's why we are here. That's who we are. So for those who are just coming across us and wondering, hey, so I love what you're saying, I want to be part of you. Hey, don't think too much about it. Just check all the descriptions of our videos. Okay, in this channel you would see a lot. You would see a lot. The link to join us on our WhatsApp community, you can join us. The link is there. It's free to join. Anybody who comes across this right now and you are not yet a part of AI Filmmakers Network on our WhatsApp community, please click the link in any of our descriptions and join AFN today. It is free. Trust me, you want to be part of this community. You don't want to miss out. Trust me, we are not just for talk. We are not for chat. Hey, they're going to tell you. They will tell you. Okay, we are here to hold you accountable. We're here to push you. We're here to make sure you get the visibility that you need to get paid. That is who we are. So if you are all for it, hey, let's vibe, okay? Check the link of all our descriptions of all our videos. Click it, join AFN today. And for those who are thinking, oh my goodness, I just saw these amazing creations with AI. You guys did this with AI, and you're wondering, how can you start? You guys, why are you wasting time now? Check the playlist on this channel. Just go to the channel, swipe over to the playlists on this channel, and you will see we have 2 dedicated playlists for you. One particular playlist already has a step-by-step of over 30 videos where you can start with, whether you are a newbie, as long as you are curious and you're thinking about, hey, I want to get started, we have a playlist for you. Go and click it. Begin to watch step by step. In 30 days, we can assure you, in fact, in the first few weeks, you would already start creating your videos, right? You'll start testing it out. But by 30 days, day 30, I can assure you, you are now a professional. Okay? And of course, you don't want to do this alone. You want to be part of a community. And that's why we're inviting you to join AFM, because once you begin to practice, you will have more reasons to grade, to improve, because there is always room for improvement. And how can you improve? By joining a community where every week we have a challenge. Yes, we do. Every week we have a challenge. So you are prompted to move, to create, to improve. That's for you. The second playlist you would see on this channel is a playlist where you can take 7 days, 7 full days, and you will become a professional AI filmmaker or content creator. Yes, this is like a boot camp that we did, very packed. You can go there, click it, and begin to watch one video per day. In 7 days, guy, you would already become a professional. Okay, so if you're excited, don't waste time. Take action, take action, take action. All right, so this is it about us. Okay, so South Studios NG is open to you. Now, the most important part of all of this, I'm going to be speaking to I've spoken to the creators now, and probably the starters, people who are interested in getting started. Now, let me speak to our friends, our family, someone who is watching right now and thinking, I love the work you do and I want to work with you. How do I do that? We thank you so much for being here. And yes, I want to tell you how you can work with us. We have a community of diverse creators ready to take on your tasks. Okay, from your ads, your business ads. You know, social media today is all about visibility. And the way you show up, the way you turn up, determines how people will actually treat you on most of the social media. AFN provides you a marketplace for you to shop creators. Okay, so bring your brief, and we are going to provide you vetted and verified creators who are active, constantly active, ready to take on your job and deliver quality to you. Do we need to convince you further? You have seen the work that they created during this festival. If you did not watch their films, please go and watch. And this is just a tip of the iceberg of what they are doing. You can check this channel and see the playlist where we have our weekly challenge, AI Films of the Week, Top AI Films of the Week. Please check it out. You will see a collection of diverse creation from our community. Creators constantly working under pressure to bring out content every single week. So we can assure you of the best of the best of the best. Not someone who will take your job and go and sleep. Not someone who will deliver under quality. No. AI Filmmakers Network holds every creator accountable, because our name is important to us, and we make sure that we give you the best. We want to deliver the best to you. So, hey, instead of trying to wing it, why not just take a chance on us, right? And see what we are going to deliver to you. So reach out to us via our email address. You can reach out to us via sapstudiosng@gmail.com or official AI Filmmakers Network at gmail.com. 48 hours response time. Send us your brief, your budget, everything that you need for us to do. And we're going to match you with the right creators to deliver your job. All right. So that said, we're looking forward to working with you. We are super excited. We look forward to working with you. As you can see, we've worked with a couple of brands already. The brands you saw us saying thank you to, these are the brands who have entrusted us with their jobs. And we're saying thank you to, and we look forward to working with new who want to work with us, who want to join this community of movers and shakers of the AI filmmaking industry. Thank you so much. And the time has come. Drum roll, drum roll, drum roll, drum roll. You guys, we had a very feisty, how do I call it? Very fierce contest. Yeah. So AI AAIFF is a quarterly film festival. And we don't just, create these just for showcase sake. We create this particular challenge to honor the dedication of our creators. And trust me, a lot of the films that were entered into this challenge, the festival, you watched them, you voted them, and we are here to celebrate them. These are the top 3 winners of the 3 categories of the films that were entered into for the April edition, the 2026 edition, the April 2026 edition of AAIIFF. Give it up for these amazing creators. Oh my goodness, we celebrate you. We celebrate you. If you see your name on this chat, if you see your name on the screen, you guys please celebrate them with your chats. Celebrate them with your chats. Celebrate them with your chats. You guys, these are the amazing creators that made it. That made it. That made it to the top. It was really challenging. They put in their effort, they put in their time, they put in everything to make sure that they brought vision life to the theme of April 2026 edition of AAIIFF. Yes, the theme for this month or this quarter was the unimagined. And you all saw the amazing pieces that were delivered by these creators. Yes, these are our finalists. We celebrate them. We celebrate them. Yes. So I'm going to be reading out their names officially. Yes, I'm going to be reading out their names officially. And don't worry, most of this will be on our social media pages. Don't worry, we're going to be sending this out to our social media pages. And of course, um, the links, the voting, um, the score, how it was scored. You all voted anyway. So we celebrate our creators, we celebrate our creators. So I'm going to be reading out their names. Best AI documentary film for April 2026 edition of AAIIFF goes to Luca Bartolomeo for her film The Unimagined. The best AI documentary film for the April 2026 edition of AAIIFF goes to Luca Bartolomeo, a Nigerian creator, for her film The Unimagined. You guys, please celebrate her in the chat. Please celebrate her. The best AI animation film goes to Gabriel Nnamani for their film The Bible Flash. The best AI animation film for the April 2026 edition of AAIIFF goes to Gabriel Nnamani for their film titled The Bible Flash. The best AI social impact film for the April 2026 edition of AAIIF goes to Okpara Kelechi Kenneth for their film Echoes of 2040. The best AI social impact film for April 2026 AAIIF goes to Okpara Kelechi Kenneth for their film titled Echoes of 20. You guys celebrate them in the chat. Celebrate them in the chat. Celebrate them in the chat. So I'm going to up our host today. I'm going to bring and she's going to run us through of the announcements as we wrap the 2026 April 2020 edition of AAIIF. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Thank you so much, everybody, for working with us. Thank you so much. And we look forward to seeing you and your films in the July edition of AAIIF. Of course, you know the theme Unchained. Thank you so much. Chika, I'm handing over the mic now to you.
Okay. Hi everyone. Excited. How surprised are you? Are you happy? See who won and is happy to see their name on this plaque. It's a wonderful experience, actually. It's a very wonderful experience being a winner of the AAIIFF. So congratulations to all the winners. Congratulations to you. You deserve these plaques. You deserve it. You deserve it. You've all done well. Everyone put in their best and you came out shining. So it's worth celebrating. So thank you so much for putting in the work. And congratulations once again for getting these wins. We celebrate you. You are wonderful. You are wonderful. Congratulations. So we've come to the end of the show. So we will be announcing that anyone who wants to join our community, we are open, and we are still accepting people into the community. So you can join our community. We welcome you to AFN and SAB Studios NG. So you can always go to YouTube, check SAP Studios NG, and follow through the videos there. There's a lot to learn. There's a lot to learn. If you want to start creating, I'm sure everyone must have seen the videos that came out yesterday, the films that were premiered yesterday. I'm sure we all saw them, and we all saw how wonderful and how beautiful these creations are. So if you want to be creating such amazing films, do well to join our community. That's where you get to learn how to do these things, and you get someone to hold your hand. You have a community to always fall back to, or fall back on, when you have questions to ask, when you have gray areas you want to throw some lights on. Someone will always be there to respond to you. So it's an organized community, actually. So you're always welcome. So our next we still have two more festivals to go for the year. So the next one is coming up in July, sorry. In July, we have the next one in July, and the next one after that is coming up in October. And who is excited to hear that the one that is coming up in October is actually going to be held in Abuja, in Nigeria. So brace up, be ready to attend the last AAIIFF festival in Abuja in October. Who is excited? I am excited. Who else is? So you are all invited to attend the physical festival, and the one in July is going to be a virtual one, just like the one we held that was held today. So everyone, thank you for joining in. We appreciate you all, and we look forward to the great things that we will be doing together. Thank you all. Thank you, everyone. We appreciate you. So we celebrate our winners as we go. So that's it for now. Thank you for attending the festivals. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So do well to watch the videos on SAB Studios, and also, if you need music for your creations or for any purpose, we have music collections on SAB Studios NG. You can go there. You can get your music downloads from the music library at any point in time. So feel free to go there and explore everyone. That's what we live for these days. So this is the time for explorations. So try out new things. In a lot of things are coming out in the tech world that we all need to explore. So let's take advantage of them all. So good luck, good luck, good luck to us all. We love you. We appreciate you all, and we look forward to you attending our next festivals. Thank you all. Merci.